Are you all ready for this? I think I'm ready for this.
What are you?
Like,
What are we? What
I
is? I have no idea what you're
yeah,
prepping.
right. Here's the thing.
Pull it up.
I'm gonna be very transparent. I am probably gonna be either the one with the least input on this, or I'm gonna be playing devil's advocate because I feel like that role does need to be covered.
I feel you're definitely gonna be devil advocate because me and Mike are just gonna shit on whoever the hell we're watching.
Also, very very quick clarification: is this casual or I'm assuming, but
This is
just for
competitive,
the
of course.
for the sake of the
What?
for the,
What's?
s- the sake of
What's?
the YouTube video, this is competitive play.
This is competitive, low silver or high silver, low gold gameplay.
And also, like, these are usually players that we try our best to work with mid game, but rather than trying to play along with the team, they decide it's best to just talk shit to the team. So I don't really feel bad for these people. I'm just gonna say that. We're just gonna put that out there.
Oh, this guy was actively talking shit to both me and his other healer the entire game. Here we go.
Point here. You got infinite ammo and decide you're gonna pull out the turret. Instead
Turret
of
goes
taking
down.
advantage of the infinite ammo. Interesting choice.
Still being shot by the Iron Man. No shotgun.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We're gonna just face tank.
Mutant off spawn. Ult with cloak right there. 55 health. Alright, nice Magneto cancel.
Hey, where are my heals, bro?
Oh, this is the best one. Ready? Listen
Oh
for it.
wow! You can see everybody there.
And Iron Man just comes through.
Can I say something as the designated pro and who has the most hours in this game? Does the turret block any bullets? Does it tank any damage?
So it does, but only from the front.
So
Something
when
that
you
might-
run onto site, when you run onto site, coming from the corner, and you're like, I need to shoot everyone, and you drop it down. This isn't good. Like, this play isn't good here. Like, him running forward. I know there's a Magneto right there, but like...
So I believe, like Juice was saying, basically there is a rocket on this team as well. Who
giving infinite ammo, yep.
has the infinite ammo, and I believe the infinite ammo does not work with the turret.
Nope.
So
At all.
Also, mind you that the Rocket and Punisher were both making the mistakes this entire game. Now that I went over it. He was throwing the ammo while he was on the turret. He was putting the turret down while the ammo was in front of his face. Mind you, by the way, if you guys listen closely, he is being pelted by the Iron Man this entire time.
Yeah.
I think this is the biggest thing that I have with my duelist whenever I'm playing, is that even if you are getting picks, and this is just a thing everyone needs to learn, it's what picks are you getting to get the most value out of your kit.
So
No,
now
pounds per hit.
since you actually mentioned that, let's put in a disclaimer. All Marvel Rivals DPS players out there, your job is to get the most final kills while doing the least damage.
Specialist alts like your Mantis, your Luna, your Cloak and Dagger, even like in this situation, the Rocket ult, they can decide the fight because you need to be in a small confined area to capture that point.
You have the most important role because you actually end fights. That is your job, is to make sure that that period gets placed. Punctuation happens. You are the end of it. But so many DPS players are like, okay, I'm going to start the situation. I need y'all to back up. If you want to do that, play Vanguard. Play fucking Doctor Strange. It's a regular problem that happens in every fucking team game. Is that people who think carrying means to do the most, and it usually isn't the case. It's usually make sure that things end. Make sure that the win happens. That's your job.
It's not about getting the most kills. It's about getting the most valuable kills.
Yeah.
Right.
It is.
If we're talking about like traditional sports, we're three of us are American. The person making the plays is the quarterback, but the quarterback is not the one that ultimately gets the touchdown.
See, I prefer real sports like professional wrestling. In that third clip, in the I think it's either the Treasury or Observatory. I'm not sure what that map is actually called. It escapes me. I didn't see the Iron Man looking at the clip, but as a Punisher, your job should be to look for that Iron Man, especially. So this is
So
my role.
that's where I give him a little because he was hidden. So unless he actually knew to look directly up, like he wouldn't have known.
Anytime that I play DPS, I know that depending on the character that I'm playing, I need to focus on specific kills. Every time that I get to the point where the battle begins, I don't just immediately start throwing damage at whoever I see. I look around to see who's here. And based on who I see, I will then determine what's the more important kill to get, and I focus on getting that kill. In the first clip, we see the Punisher stepping in front of the tanks, by the way. Why? Number one, positioning, as I said before, and it just puts on a turret and it just starts dumping at nothing. Wolverine's around the corner, comes around, shreds everything. Now all of a sudden you have no turret. Whereas you could have stayed in your position, let the tanks go forward. You look around to see who's here. Oh, I just saw an Iron Man flying in the sky. Yeah, I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to get him.
You should be keeping track of the enemy ultimates. This is what I'm doing a lot. Like J-Dog can attest. Whenever we've done comp together, like it's right. Okay, we're due an Iron Man ult. We're due an ult from Hulk. I'm gonna save my ult because we're due one from Storm. Right. So the Rocket in that scenario should be communicating with the team. We haven't seen an Iron Man ult since the last round. Then there's the Punisher. Oh, that if they have an Iron Man ult in the stock, or we assume they have an Iron Man ult ready to go. We assume they have a Storm ult ready to go. I should be specifically looking for those targets so that I can prevent them from pulling their ults. And it's not entirely on the Punisher because the Punisher should have been told these are the ults that are due. Right? That's what I'm doing all the time as Cloak and Dagger. What are our ults compared to theirs? Because then we can literally do the math. Who's probably going to win the fight? Is it worth committing to it or not? Or even if you die to the Iron Man, you can see if they have it.
Game Sense sold separately, guys.
Yep.
It doesn't cost a lot, but it's sold separately.
But again, and this is why I'm the devil's advocate, these are the things you learn. Like these are not just innate things. These are things you learn. You're not always gonna have a good game. You are gonna have games where you just play a bit shit and you make bad calls because and this is why I'm here. Every game is different, and we have times where we panic, and that's okay. But don't then flame you. That's where I disagree with the Punisher. If you had a bad game, that's fine. If you panicked, that's fine. I've done it a lot. I've thrown my ult out when I didn't need to a few times. But don't then start blaming the enemy team because it's not on them.
And then Justin's gonna have to pull you out, interrupt the toxicity before it starts,
Yeah,
by queuing up for another game.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.